I guess first of all, introduce yourself, your name, your age, where you're from, and how you came across the program, how you came across the real world.
All right, so my name is Yegor. Currently, I'm living in Florida, Miami, right? But I am from Kazakhstan actually, so I speak Russian, right? I moved here when I was 5, and in terms of how I found the real world, about 2 years ago, like I was always like making money somehow. I was selling candy in school, that type of hustling basically, right?
Yeah.
I was 12 years old, so I don't know what more I could have expected out of myself. But what I sort of found about 2 years ago, and the sort of idea of online business really opened up because I'd never really heard about it before. And in those 2 years, stuff just sort of happened.
Oh, nice. You found the real world. What programs inside of it, and which campuses, and which professors, and what first attracted you, and how did you first start making your money?
Okay. When I first joined the real world, the first campus I went to was the affiliate marketing campus. This is when it was Hustlers University, so it's still on Discord. And that's sort of what I started for like 3 or 4 months. When it turned into the real world, I started making videos. And for about 8 months, I did affiliate marketing. I made a grand total of $60. So
Nice.
I paid for 1 month of membership, but that's not really a bad thing because during those 8 months, it led to what I do now. It taught me video editing, and now what I have is I have an agency, and so it just set me up, right?
Nice. And this is a very important point, and this is something that I want you to talk about on length. So the first few months, you dial in, you try one thing inside the real world, it's not making you any money. You're barely making any money back. Why did you stick with the program and why did you continue? Because a lot of people don't make money the first month and they leave. What was it about the program that made you think there's definitely something here, I'm going to stick around?
Well, you reap what you sow, right? So I see people that are making thousands of dollars. I see, there's a leaderboard. There's thousands of people making money. So I know it's possible. It's not a scam. I can see that people are making money. And I talked to the guys inside the real world that are making money, and they said, "How long, haven't you made a single cent?" They said, "I for 6 months, I was putting in daily work and I hadn't made any money." So I knew that it was still going to work, and I at that point already knew that I want to do something else other than the traditional path.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make this work. There is no plan B.
No, I completely agree with you, and also, a lot of people I talk to, if they still want to go down to the traditional path, an extra $10,000 a month doesn't hurt. It pays off your university fees. It keeps you out of debt. It keeps you in a nice car, keeps you in a nice apartment as you're doing this. You've been in the real world for a number of years now. Let's say you've paid over $1,000 in membership fees at this point.
I think it's
How much
around
money have
there.
you made out of it? What's the return on investment been like?
Okay, so I spent about 1,000. Let's say that I've made about 25,000 to 30,000 total.
Nice, nice. And for someone your age, that's a lot of money. I don't think I ever stole that much money till I was about 23 or 24. So you're way ahead of me. So you're quite young. The mainstream media will say that myself and my brother teach dangerous and toxic ideas to young men. We corrupt you somehow. We make you worse members of society. What would you say to people who would accuse you of that?
Well, they saw like a TikTok video, and that's it. Go watch
Yeah,
any
exactly.
long form, anything that's not over under 60 seconds. Actually, take some time to analyze something, and use your own head instead of spewing out what the media tells you, and you'll find your conclusion.
Yep, and that doesn't just go for the opinions on my brother. I think that's about everything as well. Don't just listen to what the
I mean
media tells
everything,
you.
right? Like if they tell you that I don't know, like oil is going to go up, or I don't know, the gas prices are going up. So, take a look at yourself. Go to your gas pump. See if it's going up. You got to use your own head. You can't just listen to the media.
Absolutely, you're right. You're right, and that's the one of the underpinning things that me and Andrew teach. The media is matrix controlled, and you can't trust it most of the time. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Depends what their agenda is. So, how have you found the community inside of the real world? Because again, we're told we're a toxic community. We corrupt people. Have you made any friends? How have you found the professors? What's the general attitude of the chat rooms and the campuses like?
First of all, anyone who says that is bullshitting. And
Thank you.
second of all, it's amazing. The whole point, I think the whole like best part of the real world is the actual community. The courses are great, but the fact that you can talk to people that are making more money than you can talk to the professors who are making millions of dollars. You can get almost individual help, right, with the ask professor chats. It's really good. My favorite campus is the I think it's called client acquisition now, I believe.
Yep.
It's the one with
Yep.
Dylan. Dylan is really a G, bro.
Yeah,
Because
he
like
is.
even you can go back to like look at his Instagram for he posted for 8 years. He's been doing this for a while. Like he really is the embodiment of keep going, it'll happen eventually. You know, like you gotta it takes time.
Yeah, that's true. I look at pictures of Dylan from 8 years ago, and he's broke, sitting in some restaurant, overweight, just living very badly, and now today he's killing it. So it's awesome to see his journey as well. I've known him now 5 years, 6 years, a very long time personally.
Yeah,
Um,
plus like the AMA stuff, right? Like the daily video calls. You see a bunch of hustlers and you're like you want to win, right? So it's just really good motivation seeing a bunch of people win in one place.
yeah, exactly. It's people doing exactly the same thing as you who are winning, so you know it's possible. What does your family think of this? You've got some money in the bank now. They can't be too mad, but were they initially, I don't know, upset that you were being influenced by people like myself?
All right, so I called my dad yesterday when Roka sent me the message that I'll have an interview with you today, and he said, "Oh, top G." I was like his brother,
Respect.
but the same thing, man. He saw both of your interviews with Tucker Carlson. He
Yep.
said, these guys are really good." I didn't even know that he knew that you existed, but
Wow. Crazy.
top G.
All right, good. So you didn't get any pushback. There are some parents in the world who don't want their sons listening to me or my brother. Why should young men subscribe to our message? What benefits have you found, I guess, as a young man listening to myself and my brother?
Right, so there's a lot. I went from being very fat to being in shape. I've made a lot more money than I would have. My I don't know, my discipline and my ability to like do work has gone up exponentially from like I don't know 2 hours a day at most. I'm find myself working 15-hour days sometimes, right?
Nice.
So and it just gave me like the mindset where I can achieve anything.
Nice. Well, I'm super happy to hear that. And hopefully I'll see you at the top one day. Respect, bro. Keep
До
winning.
свидания. До свидания.
Yeah.